Is it possible to compare the age of a cat and a human? How old is your pet by human standards? Sometimes you can hear that 1 year of a cat's life supposedly corresponds, according to different versions, to 7 or 9 years of human life. Are there possible parallels between the life stages of a cat and a human? To a certain extent, probably yes, but there can be no strict correspondence on this issue. The stages of cat development are not proportional to the duration of the stages of human life. During the first year of life, a kitten develops much more than a person during the first 7 years. The little prankster celebrates his first birthday as a mature teenager. Therefore, it is more logical to assume that at this time the age of the cat by human standards is somewhere around 15 to 18 years. By the age of 2, the fluffy one has finally developed into a young man in full bloom. Further growth stops, and the life path becomes smoother. 1 cat year can be counted as 4 human years. Let's take a closer look at how a cat develops throughout its life. In the first month of life, kittens behave like human babies in the first years. They learn about the world, play awkwardly, and are afraid to take a step without their mother. Up to 6 months, kittens grow very quickly, but still remain children. We can say that at 6 months a kitten is like a child of 8 to 12 years old. In the first months of life, if we are talking about a purebred kitten from a nursery, then until the moment of sale, it is very important for a kitten to be with its mother and other kittens of its litter. This will allow him not only to develop harmoniously physically in games with his relatives, but will also ensure proper neuropsychological balance for the rest of his life and will help develop the necessary social reactions. After 6 months, puberty begins, like puberty in teenagers. Of course, kittens do not make scandals. The only analog of their teenage rebellion can be called more intense games and comic wrestling. However, by the age of 1 year, cats are already capable of producing offspring, although for health reasons it is not recommended for females to become pregnant before 1.5 years of age. By the age of 2, cats learn everything necessary in life, the basics of survival, as well as intersexual relations. A cat's youth lasts from 3 to 5 years. She is at the peak of her development, healthy and active, and can reproduce healthy offspring more than once. This is 20 to 40 human years. Maturity lasts from 7 to 10 years of a cat's life. This is 40 to 55 human years. The purr is still healthy, she has strength, but she is already full of life wisdom, reacts to the surrounding reality more calmly and restrained. While signs of aging are most likely not noticeable by simply observing the animal, its cells are already less resistant to the effects of free radicals, which over time can lead to disruptions in the functioning of internal organs, but the activity and appearance of a cat at 7 years old can still remain familiar. In the modern world, with accessible veterinary services and the possibility of a balanced diet, a cat's life expectancy has increased, and the age of 11 to 14 years allows a cat to enjoy life, just like people 50 to 70 years old. Good care, psychological comfort, high-quality adapted food, regular examinations by a veterinarian, allowing timely detection and treatment of diseases, will help delay the moment when the cat begins to feel the effects of aging and the owner notices the signs of aging. Sometimes after 7 years, our feline friends become overweight, which is due to a slowdown in metabolism. Moreover, after 10 to 12 years, they, on the contrary, are more likely to be thin. After 7, and especially after 10 years, the development of chronic diseases is most likely. Joint mobility may decrease, making it more difficult for your pet to climb into favorite places. Reactions from the nervous system are possible, deterioration of orientation in space, sleep disturbances, frequent vocalization, including at night. There is a high risk of diseases of the teeth and gums, and a decrease in appetite is possible, including due to a weakening sense of smell and perception of taste. It makes sense to switch an aging cat to a new food, adapted in composition, for example, containing less phosphorus, which is important for supporting kidney function, soft in texture, and with increased palatability. Cats over 15 years old already belong to the category of long livers. These are 80-year-olds. At this time, cats become more sedate, more in need of their owner's care, and are more affectionate and loyal to him than ever. Modern domestic cats live significantly longer than 30 to 50 years ago. If earlier their life expectancy was often 7 to 9 years, now it is 10, 15, 20 years, sometimes even more. For both cats and their owners, maintaining quality of life remains a decisive factor in increasing life expectancy. Well, take care of your feline friends, and they will delight you with their attention and affection for a long time.